The Cardinals return to the city they called home for 39 years. But we know Chicago now belongs to the Bears. Can the Cardinals fly away with the win? Find out next on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry now for David Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on him.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 27, Ryan. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. Johnson on poke three. Football's out.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Ryan to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Running for it, Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League. On first down, Murray. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray going to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. KJ Hamler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray. But as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. The Chicago offense set to get started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And this is caught. It's Brown. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Ryan. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now Murray off play action. And this one too low.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray to air it out again. This is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And Ryan's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Murray now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Dominate today.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
None of that.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back now at Soldier Field. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Rashad Bateman,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Deshaun Hand. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10.
Time, baby.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. 84 yards.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Cards have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Zaven Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, they'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Into the secondary, past the 40. Able to slither by. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That one complete to Horsted. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, Ryan. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Ryan. Caught by Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Personal foul. Roughing the captain.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
To throw is Ryan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Hamler now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw it, Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. 4th quarter, you've got the big... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game.